Hello everyone, and welcome to this year's edition of our Oscar predictions. For those of you who are new here, I do these predictions every year, and last year I didn't do so great. I predicted 18 out of 23 winners correctly, so hopefully 2024 is the year we sweep the predictions, and I can help you win all your Oscar bets with your friends, your coworkers, etc. As always, these predictions are based on my own personal opinions of these films, how I see the momentum shifting in the industry, as well as any historical data I have from the various precursor Guild Awards. As you might already know, the Guild Awards are separate award shows that take place in the lead up to the Oscars, and because there is some overlap in the voters, Guild Awards sometimes represent a good indicator of who will eventually win the Oscar. And with that context out of the way, let's get those predictions underway. So let's start with Best Supporting Actress. This is an easy one this year. All the buzz across all media outlets is going the way of Da'Vine Joy Randolph from The Holdovers. And although this is being recorded before the Screen Actor Guild Award winners are announced, I fully expect Miss Randolph to win that, and the winner of the Supporting Actress SAG has won the Oscar in 21 out of the past 29 years and 9 out of the past 10 years, giving her a statistical chance of 72 to 90% to win the Oscar, and even that might be conservative. For Best Sound this year, my pick is Oppenheimer. It's the odds-on favorite based on awards ranking site Gold Derby, and I do think it deserves it based on the stellar work in the Trinity test sequence. If anything could upset it, watch out for the Zone of Interest, which from what I've heard is an achievement of sound on its own. For Best Cinematography, I've unfortunately only been able to catch 3 of these movies, but I also think Oppenheimer is the favorite here. The outcome of the American Society of Cinematography Awards has been a pretty poor indicator for who wins the Oscar, and I have to acknowledge that the camera work from Hoyt van Hoytema was indeed very strong in Oppenheimer, so I'm betting on him to win his first ever Oscar come March 10th. Best Documentary Short Subject. I have seen all of these short films. The favorite seems to be the ABCs of book banning, but I can't lie, I wasn't a huge fan of it. Think the subject matter was very important, but I'm not sure the filmmakers presented it in the most compelling and balanced way possible. This is one that I might get wrong, but I have a strange feeling that voters may go for The Last Repair Shop, an incredibly emotional short which features music from Chris Bowers, a former Oscar nominee himself, as well as Searchlight Pictures, who have a very strong history of Oscar winners. Best Visual Effects is a very tough one for me, for the simple reason that I haven't seen Godzilla -1, which is building up a lot of buzz and seems to be a favorite on Gold Derby. Nevertheless, I thought the creator's visual effects were amazing, definitely punched above its weight considering the budget they had. But again, watch out for Godzilla -1. The Best Animated Film category is a lock this year, as it was last year. One of the best films of 2023 in general, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse should and will win this. In the Best Animated Short Film category, I have seen 2 of these films, and I feel that the eventual winner is going to come from the ones I haven't seen, and having followed the buzz as well as looking through the synopses and trailers for these, I'm going with Letter to a Pig to win this one. Very compelling subject matter and a pretty creative looking animation style here. I heard War is Over is also very good, so look out for that one as a second option. With Best Supporting Actor, it's a showdown between Robert Downey Jr. and Ryan Gosling. And I'm with the consensus that it's RDJ's year. Who doesn't want to see RDJ pick up an Academy Award? I think he'll also win the Screen Actors Guild Award, and the winner of that has gone on to win the Oscar 20 out of the past 29 times and 8 out of the last 10 times for Supporting Actor. That's between a 69 to 80% chance for a potential RDJ win, and I believe it's very likely. International feature film is an easy pick again this year. It's The Zone of Interest. I'm still upset that France didn't pick Anatomy of a Fall as its representative, and they've shot themselves in the foot here. Next is Best Live Action Short Film. I have seen 3 of these and my favorite is Night of Fortune, but all the momentum seems to be going in favor of the wonderful story of Henry Sugar, so I can't bet against it. It's got Wes Anderson at the helm, it's got huge star power, it is very well made, and it's the odds-on favorite. All good signs. Best costume design is tricky because since the turn of the century, the Oscar winners here have almost always been period films, so you could be forgiven for picking Poor Things. But my pick is Barbie. The costumes were amazing in that film, it's currently the odds-on favorite, and I think the win for Black Panther Wakanda Forever last year built up some good momentum in the sci-fi fantasy category. Best Original Screenplay, lots of great films here. It would be awesome if Past Lives could sneak in, but I do think it's either going to be The Holdovers or Anatomy of a Fall. This video was recorded just before the Writers Guild Awards, and the winner of that award for Original Screenplay went on to win the Oscar 24 out of the past 39 times and 7 out of the last 10 times, meaning the award has a 62 to 70% chance of predicting the Oscar winner. Slightly lower than expected, but here, I think the fact that Anatomy of a Fall isn't winning Best International Film works in its favor. Voters will probably see this as the best chance to reward that film, so that's where my pick is going. For Best Adapted Screenplay, the Writers Guild Awards winner of this award went on to win the Oscar 26 out of the past 39 times and 6 out of the past 10 times, meaning it has between a 60 to 67% accuracy of predicting the Oscar winner. Not super reliable as well. All the films here were fantastic, but I think it's Battle of the Barbenheimer this year. Although the odds are saying Oppenheimer is taking it, I'm going out on a limb here to say it's Barbie. Similar to Anatomy of a Fall, I think the fact that Greta Gerwig wasn't nominated for Best Director means the support will be heading in this direction, and I would be thrilled if Greta Gerwig won her first Academy Award here. Best Original Score is another category that seems to be going Oppenheimer's way. My personal pick would have been Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, but I don't think there's much standing in the way of Ludwig Göransson picking up his second Academy Award. Best Film Editing is once again a toughie, and it's a 3-horse race. I really do like the editing in Anatomy of a Fall. That courtroom scene with the audio recording was a masterclass in editing. You've got the legendary Thelma Schoonmaker, who made a 3.5-hour movie seem a lot shorter in Killers of the Flower Moon, but I think I'll have to go with Oppenheimer to snatch this one. Another long film that seemed a lot shorter and balanced the different points of view and time jumps incredibly well. The winner of the American Cinema Editors Awards are not as reliable an indicator for the Oscar winner in this category, so best that we ignore it for now. Best Documentary Feature is a done deal in my book, which is strange to say because I've only seen 2 of these, but 20 Days in Mariupol is probably the best documentary I've seen since Free Solo, and certainly the most haunting. I don't see a world where this doesn't win. For Best Production Design, the ADG or Art Directors Guild is another guild that tends to like period films, but in recent years we've seen winners in the fantasy category go on to win the Oscar as well. Heck, last year the Oscar winner didn't win anything at the Guild Awards. I'm gonna go with Barbie on this one. Creating Barbie Land I think is a pretty huge achievement, but definitely don't be surprised if Poor Things winds up winning, given that it actually beat Barbie at the Guild Awards. Best Original Song. This is one that I'm sure will be won by Barbie, and while it would be the most epic thing to see I'm Just Ken win this, I believe Billie Eilish will win her second Oscar in 3 years for what was objectively the best song of the bunch here. Best Director. Like last year, the race is over. It's Christopher Nolan's year. He won the DGA, the Directors Guild Award, and only 8 times out of the past 75 has the winner of this award not won the Oscar, which gives Nolan a theoretical chance of winning of 90%. Makeup and hairstyling is probably going to Maestro. We discuss this every year, but transformations of actors through prosthetics puts you in a good position. The Whale, Tammy Faye, Darkest Hour all won Oscars, as does Kazuhiro, who will probably pick up his 3rd Oscar with this film. Best Actor in a Leading Role. This year it is a two-horse race between Cillian Murphy in Oppenheimer and Paul Giamatti in The Holdovers. I don't think there is a clear favorite here, so we have to see where the SAG goes. The winner of the SAG has gone on to win the Oscar 23 out of the past 29 years and 8 out of the last 10 years, which translates to an 80% chance of predicting the Oscar winner. The odds currently have them at neck and neck, and both give fantastic performances. But I think that perhaps because one is a little bit older than the other, and the Academy might feel that Cillian Murphy still has a long, successful career ahead of him, so my prediction is that Paul Giamatti just scrapes the win here. Best Actress also has two fine performances going head to head. It will either be Emma Stone or Lily Gladstone. Now I have sadly not seen Poor Things, so all I can say is that it would be a historic win if Lily Gladstone took this. She outshone everyone in her film from what I still kinda think is a supporting performance. But I've been reading that Emma Stone's performance is one of her career's best and a well-deserved second Oscar. We were in a similar position last year where Michelle Yeoh won, but I do feel the momentum for Lily Gladstone isn't as strong this year. Again, a SAG win could change everything, as the winner of this award won the Oscar 21 out of the past 29 years and 8 out of the last 10 years, which is a 72 to 80% chance of winning the Oscar. I'm making this prediction based on gut, but I think Emma Stone is going to sweep both this year. And finally, we have Best Picture. The winner of the Producers Guild Awards, the PGA, has won the Oscar 23 out of the last 34 times and 7 times in the last 10 years, which means whoever wins this has between a 68 to 70% chance of winning the big prize. But I'm not sure why I told you that, because Oppenheimer is almost certainly going to win this. It's the overwhelming favorite, and once again, it is Nolan's year. So I think it's time Chris got his long overdue Oscar to reward an illustrious career of fantastic films. And there we go. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Here's our annual reminder that the Oscars are far from the best way to judge a movie's quality. It's just something fun we do every year. Who do you think deserves to win? Let me know in the comments below. I'll be back with a new video soon. So until next time, have a great week ahead. Stay safe, stay hyped, and I'll see you next time.